singing voice of Jam. I did this during our COVID interview. I read a little bit of an LA Times article dated August 22nd, 1987. That was a few years ago. Who's the hottest female act in pop music? Madonna, Whitney Houston, Heart, Suzanne Vega? Add to the list Gem and the Holograms, an all-girl group whose song Truly Outrageous has sold more than 3 million copies to date. So, multi-platinum artists. Way back in the day. It goes on to talk about how much money they've made. According to Al Carosi, Hasbro's vice president of marketing. It's triple platinum. The half-hour animated TV show, titled simply Gem, is seen by 2.5 million youngsters each week, making it the third most watched children's program in syndication, according to Carol Weitzman, vice president of New York-based Sunbow Productions, who produces the show. A creative challenge. To handle the task, Sunbow employs a full staff of professional musicians and songwriters. Ford Kender and Ann Bryant write the music. Barry Harmon provides the lyrics, and a group of singers from New York add vocals. Britta Phillips is the voice of Gem, and Ellen Bernfeld sings for Pizzazz, the jealous, conniving leader of the rival Misfits. Are the record companies missing something here? Absolutely, says Capitol Records President Joe Smith. No question about it, there's a market there in preteens that we're not tapping. When told that preteen Gem fans or their parents so far had plunked down something like $30 million for the doll and cassette packages, Smith responded with a chuckle. What time is this show on?
Why did they cancel the show?
Yeah, exactly. Why? So what happened with the show exactly? Maybe the dolls weren't selling, but the music and the show were doing really well, actually. So that's the big mystery that we may never solve. But we invited Britta here to talk about a job that she had for a couple of years, about 40 years ago, in front of a room full of strangers. So let's talk about trajectory first. Like you didn't really have Barbies growing up, right?
I didn't have Barbies. I had a big Barbie head. Did anyone remember Barbie heads? Because I wanted to do the hair and makeup. Yeah, so I had that.
And that dream led you to beauty school, right? You were going to be a cosmetologist, right?
Well, I dropped out of high school, and then I went to beauty school, and then I dropped out of beauty school, and then I moved to New York to be a rock star.
So, yeah, kids, you don't have to finish anything, really.
I don't recommend any of that. But I was very lucky, yeah. I grew up in a musical home. My mom was really musical, and my dad was a professional musician. They split when I was little. My dad lived in New York. And he did a lot of things. He did Broadway, he was a jazz musician, and then he ended up doing jingles with Ann Bryant. And I met Ann when I was about 10 or 11 when he took me to a jingle session for some toothpaste or something. And yeah, I don't know.
So I think we have some pictures of your dad and you back in the day. We can put up on the screen for us here in the room and on Zoom, just to give a little visual of Britta. And your dad's name Peter, right?
Yeah, Peter Phillips.
Peter Phillips. There we go. There's Britta and Peter. He had long hair. He was cool. He was a rock star.
So yeah, when I decided that I could sing, I always sang when I was little, but I was really shy and I sang very quietly and not high or loud until I got my driver's license.
You have to
and that was a revelation. So with the radio, I was like, that's what I had really no idea what I was going to do until then. And yeah.
We have another picture of your dad with a glitter and gold gem doll, I think. Little technical issues here.
Okay.
There's a fun fact.
Love Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom.
Yeah.
Years later. So yeah, I moved to New York when I was 19 and my dad had helped me make a demo, I guess the year before, I think I was when I was 18. And we went into the studio with his session friends and recorded a few songs. And when he heard that Anne Bryant, do you all know who Anne Bryant is? Okay, I assume. Anne told him about the show, that they were looking for a young rock singer who wasn't a jingle singer. They wanted somebody young and not professional.
You fit the bill. You fit the bill for that.
Yeah, so my dad was pretty shy, but he was, he gave her the tape and my headshot, and I got an audition.
Yeah, so that's the story. That's how you got the show, right? So what is a demo? Like we have, just quickly, like this is what Britta would take around to like kind of sell her wares, I guess, right?
Yeah, you send it. I think I was just trying to get well, I don't know. I had a manager at the time. I guess we were thinking a record deal or. I did like at least a Sliwa video. I don't know if you know who she is. No, never mind. But yeah, I guess I was looking to develop my style or songs and make an album one of these days. But yeah, and I did eventually, just not for a while.
Not in the right trajectory at that. Not the normal trajectory.
It's a long and winding journey.
So there was an interesting thing about Anne Bryant and your dad that I found out that they lived together for a while, right?
We did. Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. It didn't work out for whatever reason, but yeah, so that's just a fun fact. So you've been having to listen to some of your old demos and to make this special thing that we have for the con, you've been having to listen to all these Gem songs again, anew, over and over, along with your old demos. What did you find out in that process about your Gem work versus your demo work, and the different outcomes that came out of that?
Yeah, I feel like listening to these Gem songs, because I found this cassette in my dad's storage of Gem masters in stereo that sound really good, and I've been listening to them a lot. And I would say that the Gem songs sound like me singing, whereas the demos I made where I was sort of experimenting, like maybe trying to sound a little like Belinda Carlisle more, or Susanna Hoffs or somebody. But the earliest demo on there, it sounds most like Gem.
We're gonna play that. It's Pleasant Valley Sunday. We have that queued up. We'll hear like a minute or so. It's also on the CD that we're selling, and it was on the kind of trailer. There was just a little snippet of it, but if you listen to that, it sounds, you got some backing vocals, it sounds like the holograms.
I'm stacking those, but yeah,
That's you.
me.
Oh, it's all you. So we'll try to play that so you get a flavor of that. But yeah, the takeaway I think is that the Gem voice, I thought, this demos must be more what Britta would actually sing like, but it's the opposite. Like Gem is really like the essence, right?
Yeah, that's what I sound like.
Good. Yeah.
This is a monkey song, by the way. It's an intro.
Oh, okay. with people?
Oh, hearing it again?
Yeah, great.
I mean, I hadn't listened to it for decades. It's very nostalgic for me. And yeah, I like it.
Tell us a little bit about the process of you going into the studio to record Gem songs. Like how many songs you record in a session? How did it go? Like, how did you get the songs, and then how long did it take you to record? And what was that process like?
I would go in to, I guess it was Penny Lane Studios, and Ford Kinder and Anne Bryant would be there, and I hadn't heard the songs. And they would, well, first they would just tell me about the episode, because there was no episode or storyboard. They would just kind of tell me the story, act it out, and tell me, of the whole drama, and I was like, this is crazy. This is some wild shit. And then they'd play me the song on a piano and sing it for me. Usually Ford would.
Okay.
And then I would just start recording it, and we did about 2 or 3 songs in 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would learn the songs from Ford playing them and singing them. There would be lyrics for you to.
Yeah. I wish I had kept like the sheet music.
Yeah.
I don't have one of those. Yeah.
Too bad.
Well.
And they would tell you, like, this song is about this emotional beat, like this is what you're trying to get through in this song.
I knew the whole episode story, and this is where the song comes in, and it's referencing this is what it's about, and yeah, they really, that's another thing, listening to these songs, they really produced them so well, and they got such a good performance out of me, and there's a lot of passion and energy in it, and it's I was just really excited at the time, and it was an amazing job to get at a young age, and I was really excited about it and put everything into it. So, yeah.
You can hear it coming through definitely on the tracks, like the striving and the different types of them, the romantic striving and the kind of frustrated or confused, and also the, like, let's do this.
Angry Jen.
Angry, she was angry sometimes.
Sweet Jen.
Sweet, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I feel like once they kept, I'd hit a high note and they'd be like, okay, you can hit that one now. How about this one? So they kept getting, they kept seeing how far it could go, and I didn't want to disappoint them. Somehow I feel like it was just
And your
sort
dad,
of.
right? Your dad got you this job. So
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just gonna, and that was not luckily.
It all worked out.
But I had some great voice teachers too. I went to Don Lawrence and Katie Agresta, who was Cyndi Lauper's and Annie Lennox. And Don Lawrence, he did a lot of heavy metal singers that had that really high, just voice, kind of belting. So I kind of learned how to sing higher in that belting voice from him.
Did you, when you were in the studio, did you record with other people? Like if you were doing a duet with Pizzazz, did you hear the holograms in your headphones? What was that like? Was it social, or was it everyone around?
No, they came in after me. I would see them when on my way out, they were coming in. But I was never in the same room except for there were a couple of group
Like
songs.
This Is Farewell,
Yes.
it's a big group.
I remember vividly being in a giant circle in a really big room in a studio.
Like a We Are the World.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Thing. It's the boldness of youth. You're like, I'm 19, high school dropout, beauty school dropout, and I'm going to be a rock star in New York. And you made it happen, actually, and you're still working as a musician today. So what do you have to say about like that kind of like the moment when you're young enough, dumb enough to like?
Oh yeah, I was so overly confident, and I was like, 18, 19, 20. For a couple of years, I was just like, yeah, you know, when I auditioned for Satisfaction, it was my first acting role, and I was like, I'm gonna get this. And, you know, I feel like the confidence helps.
Yeah.
It's a delusion that works.
Self-fulfilling
But
prophecy.
you know, that's, I mean, I don't have that confidence anymore. I don't really have that. Nobody is, it would be insane to have that confidence. But,
You specific confidence, right?
but I try to remember, like, if you don't want to go the other way, because that will, you know, like, it's try to keep a good center balance there.
Yeah, totally. This is she has these tables here, but they're just some pictures from Satisfaction. So this was Julia Roberts' first credited role in a film, and Justine Bateman was kind of the star, the marquee star of the film. Anything else you want to tell us about that process, about like being a star, being a movie star in that way, and like how you were treated, or how you felt perceived, or did you hang out with Julia Roberts?
Oh yeah, Julie and I hung out a lot, and Scott Coffey. The three of us really hung out together a lot. Trini was there with her mom, chaperoning her, so she was locked away. Could not really do too much, and Justine was really, you know, this was going to be her vehicle to the movie, so she was really kind of focused, not hanging out as much, but it was really fun. I was just saying to you earlier, it was like, it was a taste. I mean, we weren't movie stars, none of us were. But it gave me a taste of what it must be like to become, how a famous person must feel at a young age, which is dangerous. It's a dangerous thing. I could easily see how someone could become an asshole very quickly with that pampering and attention, you know what I mean? You'd have to be a very grounded individual to deal with that. I don't know, so I was lucky not to become famous.
That's
That's
kind
a
of
blessing.
yeah, it's like a recurring theme a lot of times with some JemCon people too. It's like, I was just famous enough, and just happy enough to do what I wanted to do, and not too, you know, I get to the blessing of being able to do it.
Yeah, and you know, when I was young, I wanted to be a rock star and be famous, but that pretty much quickly faded into I just want to make music. You know, that's the best thing, and listen to music and enjoy music.
And you saw Justine recently, actually, because you guys were on the picket line together, right?
Yeah, well, we were on the SAG-AFTRA picket line, and we ran into each other.
You recognize each other?
Oh yeah, she looks the same.
Yeah.
She's doing a lot of stuff. She's very active anti-AI in the industry. She's doing a lot of good work there. That's a scary, slippery slope.
So I'm going to shift gears a little bit. We've asked Christy about it, we've asked Sam about it, but the 2015 Gem movie, what was that experience like for you, what you remember of it? And it was cool that you got involved, but like, what was your impression that you took away from that experience?
I mean, it was fun, like, you know, it was fun to make. I was there for a day. I didn't know what to expect. I was just sort of, my mind was blown that there was a movie being made. I was just like, I wasn't too worried about it. I didn't really have expectations. And John, too, was really cool. And got to meet Justin Bieber's manager. It was nice. Got to meet Molly Ringwald at the after party. And yeah, it was fun. It was way under budget, unfortunately. But,
it was a missed opportunity, but it's good when they make new Gem stuff. You have to kind of support it, whether you want to or not. Kind of sometimes. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see you three in it for me.
Yes, it was nice of them to ask us to do something.
Yeah, definitely. Right after that, you had your first solo album. Really, it was right after that came out. You had to, you've been doing music with bands and with Luna and with Dean and Britta together, you and your partner, and then you have to go out on your own and be the one promoting yourself and talking about your music. So let's play a clip first, and then we can talk on the other side about that experience for you and you know, what you think about that, what you learned from that about yourself.
That's me on the bass.
That's Unlock the Magic, that's also available in the room. But yeah, tell me about that song specifically. I know you like it. Why do you like that one? And what did you find about the whole album, Britta, on her own album making process?
It was exquisite torture. I played everything on it except for guitar on a few songs that my husband played on, yeah. And drums. I didn't play drums on it, but everything else I played. And it was my first album, and it came out when I was 52.
Never too late, y'all, 52.
So I was, I had just, going in circles and trying to make everything perfect. That song, I'm really happy with the album. That song is probably, well, it's one of my favorite ones. It went through so many, it just kept transforming. The reason I haven't made another solo album is because I can work on a song. It'll just keep changing. Just turn into another song. And that one really went through a metamorphosis, but I feel like it was a good one.
Did you write the lyrics as well?
I did. Yeah, lyrics are hard though. They're really hard, so.
Yeah, it's just what the song's about. Like, you may have been through these other things, but I'm gonna be your last person. I'm gonna be the one.
Yeah, it's a little wicked, but romantic,
It's that like 21-year-old Britta, like, I'm gonna be the last one. It's like a little roar of that a little bit too.
Well, I feel like there's like all these rock songs, like the Stones can sing "Under My Thumb," like I've got you're mine, but you don't hear that when women are just like heartbroken and stuff. So I was like, nope, you're mine. You may have had some others. This is the last one.
That's great.
It's fun, it's fun.
You found a way to make it work for women, right? this message.
I wanted it to be, kind of fun, sexy, whatever song.
And I think if Jem were still recording this, I think kind of the direction she'd probably be going in, right? Maybe.
Yes.
She'd be dropping the holograms for sure, right? Cool. Oh, thank you. What do I have next?
So many things.
So many things. We talked about so many things. Oh yeah. Just to get into that, your friends. So speaking of Barbie heads, Jem versus Barbie. You're friends with Greta Gerwig and her partner Noah. So you went to the Barbie premiere. It was pretty cool, right?
It was very cool. It was really fun. I loved it.
And we were talking about this this wonderful thing with you and Dean, like in the Night Nurse, the little spot effect that you're kind of clipping his hair. And that's what you do for each other. You guys are great partners. And he's not your first partner, but he's kind of your last partner.
Yeah, he's the last one.
So we'll play a little clip from that. This is from La Ventura. But there are several Dean and Britta. You have a quarantine tapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're still making music as of today. Yes, like 2 days ago, you dropped a new Christmas single that's coming off a Christmas album, right?
Yeah, November 22nd is the Christmas. holidays. There's some songs about snow. As well as Christmas.
They don't sound like Christmas songs
They're
necessarily.
weird Christmas. They're weird ones, mostly.
Britta was saying November 22nd seems a little aggressive for Christmas, so I was like, that's late. It's very late for
The
Christmas.
first single's out. It's
Yeah,
already out.
pretty paper, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear early.
This is not the Christmas.
No, this is
This is 2003.
2003. Dean and Britta record. First of several.
Yes, we did another one after that called Back Numbers, and then we did this commission from the Andy Warhol Museum where we wrote songs and composed music to go with these screen tests that Andy Warhol shot in the mid-60s, from 64 to 66, I think. And we performed that all over the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I think when you were doing you did a little video for me. John reached out to you for my 40th birthday. Thank you again. That means so much. You were like, where was she at that time? In Thailand? Were you in Thailand or New Zealand?
Shanghai? No, I don't know.
somewhere all over the world.
Not
But
Thailand.
you made it happen
New Zealand.
anyway.
I can't remember. Maybe in New Zealand. Yes, that's where Dean's from. His parents are.
So we were talking earlier about Dean, when he was courting you, I guess, when you first met, he made you a mixtape kind of like situation, and this whole indie rock thing is really cool, and like we kind of feel like in our adulthood here at JemCon, we're kind of like, screw it, don't be embarrassed by anything. We could go to the lobby in your cosplay, right? So tell me about the Dean, like versus your first.
Oh yeah, I will. We have to. Yeah, I was married before. We were both married before. And my ex-husband, I went through a period of time where I was sort of embarrassed about having done Gem and Satisfaction because I was in this indie cool band, and it's just like so many rules in that world in the 90s. It was really oppressive. So I finally got away from the ex after 8 years. And I met Dean, and he gave me this, and I not just like Gem and Satisfaction, but like pop stuff, like Madonna. I was like, I won't listen to Madonna anymore. And so when I met Dean, and he gave me a playlist, and he had Madonna on it, I was like, oh, it's okay to. I was like, I told you that there's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. It's pleasure.
Yeah. So that's a lesson, right?
Yeah, that's like another good thing about getting older. You just, who gives it? Right? Just enjoy yourself. Life is short.
That's right.
Yeah. So we're in a swing state. You come from a swing state. There's stuff going on. Pennsylvania, Bucks County, Pennsylvania, right?
It's nice.
And where? Yeah.
Good theater.
Anything you want to say about anything, current state, general or otherwise, and we can also skip it. So this is your platform to say what you want to or not.
Well, I have only canvassed in 2008.
For Obama.
Of course. And not all of my family are Democrat leaning. So one thing I I think is important to do is to talk to people who don't share your views and just show them, like, don't call them an idiot, and just be a good human being and show them that the other side are nice, good people. So I feel like that's the best way to represent. Convert. That's what we want to do is convert, yes.
I think so. We're going to stop the Zoom recording at some point, but not yet, because we want to open the floor for questions. But we have a little extra fun stuff to do before when we stop the Zoom recording. We can't really broadcast outside of JemCon, but we want to open the floor for questions from the internet and from people in the room, the interweb, as Emma said.
Hi, Britta.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming. It's just a pleasure to have you. We were talking about it earlier, and I just said you have such a refreshingly unique combination of Zen and serenity meets Carpe Diem. And it's something that I've never quite seen before in someone, and I'm just curious, how do you maintain your serenity? How does one get that inner calm that you just like radiate? And it's not an aloofness. It truly is like a Zen serenity meets like this is exactly where I'm supposed to be right now, if that makes sense. So how do you maintain your serenity? How do you get your head in the right space, if that makes sense?
Well, I think a lot of it is just getting older. You know, I've just become, I don't have like, I don't know, I'm just a little more
Even keel.
level, yeah. Nature's good, getting away from the screen, daydreaming. I feel it's harder these days with screens and like everything is coming at you 24/7. You have to like go take a bath, get in the bathtub, don't take a shower, lie down, relax, take a bath. That's what I do. I don't take showers. I don't want to stand up. I want to lie down and relax. I don't know. I should meditate, but I haven't been. That's on my list, but I try not to should myself.
Yeah, don't shit on yourself, definitely. Don't lean in, lie down is the takeaway, right?
Yeah, but also I'll say, it's coming here. There's so much love and good vibes. It's easy to feel good and serene here for me. So yeah, I appreciate you.
And thank you for helping us with it. We got to witness some of that, that love that we're seeing, the people talking to Britta, and we get to kind of do it, and be part of it, just because we've been talking a lot for this, and so I've gotten to witness some of it, and it's amazing stories that people have about your music and the things they're telling you, and so everyone who's come up to the table, even if you don't want to buy something, to tell Britta how you feel about her music, it does make a huge impact, so thank you, right?
Yeah, it means a lot. And I've only kind of dipped my toe in this world, because this is my third JemCon, so I'm still learning. I've got to get to a drag con.
Well, wait for tonight, Bell Pepper will be here. So.
Oh, yeah.
Are you another question?
Hi, Jim. It's your sister
Hi.
Kimber again. I'd love to say first, when it comes to AI and creativity, Synergy is the only AI that Kimber
Of
here.
course, synergy is not, yes.
And I'd love to know who is an artist performing today that you'd love to hear perform a Holograms cover album, and I mean holograms as opposed to Misfits, which you can answer as well if you want.
Ooh. I really love Billie Eilish. Angel Olsen. I don't know if you know Angel Olsen. She's an amazing singer. She's a little more in the indie world, but she's fabulous voice. For the Misfits, there's some good band called Automatic, funky and cool. I don't know. There's a lot of great bands. You know, I'm always looking to hear new artists. Dean and I are always trying to dig new stuff. The mouse. Mouse in the house.
Hi, Britta.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
Again, to echo everyone's sentiments, thank you so much for being here. We are so honored. It's lovely to meet you as well. I'm listening to the track, actually, this actually sparked my question. So, Two Bells in a Tree, is that what the name of the song is called?
Which one?
The song that was played second. Is that what?
Night Nurse.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know where I got that from. Jeez, okay. It was giving a lot of Phil Spector meets the Go-Go's. I was getting a lot of Jane Wiedlin guitar and then Phil Spector wall of sound on that. Who are your influences?
Oh, I've got really wide. You know, Tony Visconti produced that album, and if you don't know, he produced David Bowie and T-Rex, and some other stuff. My influences, it's like from Dusty Springfield and Nina Simone, Bee Gees, ABBA, Lou Reed. They're all over the place, as you see. Yeah, there's so many great artists.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
You did a Kit Kat commercial, and I would love to hear the story about it.
We actually, we can cue it too. So Britta did a Kit Kat commercial
In
in 2017, right?
Yeah, 2017.
So you can tell the story and we'll play it.
Okay. Yeah, I actually, I wrote the music for it too, but it was, I mean, this hardly ever happens. Once in a while we get asked, you know, do you want to try to, there's so much competition in the jingle world and there's no real jingle work anymore for singers. They just hire people to write music and then they just sing it on themselves. So this came through a label called Light in the Attic, and they just asked if we wanted to try to write something that was kind of like Blondie or something new wavy. And it just goes back and forth forever. It seemed like forever. It probably took a week, but it's like 24/7 in a week where you're just sending them stuff back and forth and back and forth. And it was between this track and that track, and then it was somebody else's track, and I sang on their track, and sorry for such a messy answer. But.
I didn't know until Garth knew. We were in the display room together, and I found out about 20 minutes before we came in here this existed. So I think people would like to hear it if it's possible, right? Yeah. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine, and people who are deep cut like you, Tara and Garth, you guys. Who else knows the Kit Kat song?
I was trying to do something Devo-y as well. It's kind of a little Devo.
There we go. I got it. Okay, here it comes.
Customize and save.
It's not this.
We don't have the money for no ads here at JemCon. Any other questions in the room or online? Ankur? We have more to come. We have to stop the Zoom recording. It's all top secret.
I guess just in the same vein, what is the story behind the Yo Gabba Gabba songs that you did?
Oh, yeah, gosh, how long ago was that? That was like 2009 or, I'm not even sure, I think it was, yeah, you know the show Yo Gabba Gabba?
Yeah.
I guess they were just some fans, the producers on that show, and they asked us to be on it. And we didn't write the song. We just sang on one track. And then the other one, they gave us the song, and we re-recorded it. So it was our production. I think it was like Ride a Bicycle. We were like riding a bike in the sky.
We're really quiet now.
Watch the fish float by.
Yeah. Watching fish float by. I don't remember. It was a long time. It was not as long as Jem, but I know those songs better.
Any virtual questions? Okay, so let's we have one here in the front. You have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, so I'm glad you addressed the belty and train behind that.
Here, take the mic so they can.
Amazing voice. And I'm glad you talked about that belt training. I guess I'm just curious, you probably talked about this at the JemCon, but I'm curious about if you can name the top 3, if not 5, favorite Jem songs. And I wish I had. Yeah.
They changed. Do you where's the CD here? No, they're not. I mean, I've always Only Me and the Music is definitely. It just sticks in my mind. Like when I say favorite, I don't know that it's like if it's my favorite to listen to or it's just nostalgic. It has some mojo for me. It just brings me back to that time and how excited I was to be singing it. You know.
And your dad played piano.
Yes.
For all Jem,
Yes,
most Jem songs, right? So that song is piano heavy, right?
Yeah. Flowers in My Hair, he played that. That's good piano on that too. Gosh. So there's really, I don't know, I don't like to choose. I know. I mean, I love Imagine Me. I don't know, it's hard for me to choose. But, love Shangri-La. I Believe in Happy Endings. There's some, yeah. Am I leaving anything out? Those are the more mellow ones, I know, but they're.
Taking a train.
That was one of my favorites, but it doesn't, you know, I don't dislike it. I think the ones that were most fun for me to sing were the ones that didn't have, because there was a lot to fit in a shorter period of time, so it was harder to get all the syllables in the fast songs. They were fun, and it was fun to sing loud and high too. So I didn't just like slow ones, but I think those are more like the and songs too.
There's one ballad that is really good. I can't remember the name.
Love's Here, beautiful like Bottles.
Dear Diary, Love is Here.
Britta's not going to sing during this panel, but karaoke tonight, I think that she will be singing something, and then tomorrow we have a Jem cover band, and they have some songs and Britta's going to get ready for, so I promised her that I would let her save her voice for the real thing.
And I haven't sung Jem songs since the last JemCon, so I should probably like.
And a little bit last night too. A little bit last night. So, just to plug those things, there's going to be, Sam and Britta have a little special thing planned for us for later, and there's going to be karaoke, so maybe we can convince Britta then, but then the Jem cover band has deployed already, Britta's expertise, so you'll get to hear Raven, do you have a question in the back before we move on to the secret portion?
Yeah.
Wait for the mic, dear. You're so far back.
Hi.
Hi.
The quick question that I have for you is regarding the music of the series. We can hear your voice through the gym songs when we're listening to them in our other aspects of our daily lives, they all the time. And I was just curious if you had a favorite Misfits song that you like to listen to.
Gosh, I don't know. No, I don't really, I don't.
She's a Jem fan.
I think the Misfits songs are really cool, and I don't know, if I were younger, I might have been a Misfits or teen. But I can't think of any, I'm bad with my memory. And, you know.
We have the
it's
super
I'm
panel.
not gonna
She has her cheat sheet with the CD here, but we have a super panel tomorrow, so maybe we can put a pin in that one and talk about it on the super panel.
Yeah.
Do a little homework.
What are your favorite Misfits songs?
One of my favorite Misfits songs is Designing Woman. I love that one. And I also love Free and Easy. And the last one for this moment right now, the last one I'll share is You Ought to See the View from Here. It's
I remember that one.
Those are my favorite Misfits songs.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I'll save my question for tomorrow.
I was just asking.
No, it's kind of the Sandman Britta thing.
Okay, cool.
I remember I had a quick question, because you just alluded to it, and you said that might be a Ford song. We can't discern that from our end. How do we know who wrote what? And Anne was a little cloudy on it as well when we asked her. She's like, I think I wrote that. Can you kind of describe the process of it was kind of like Survivor, wasn't it? Like with them, like we need a song and the best song kind of won out. So who kind of wrote what? Is it or tell us?
You mean what was the difference?
Yeah, whose was Ford's and who did they have a different style? Where
Yeah.
Ford's were sweeping melodies and Anne's was more like, I don't know. Anyway, that's
This is generalizations, of course, because they could both do all kinds of anything. But yeah, I thought Ann's were actually usually the more melodic, the ones like heart-tugging, maybe like jazzier chord changes, a little more sophisticated. And Ford's tended to be like more the fast rocker ones, just in general.
Sure.
But yeah.
yeah, because we don't know on our end
Yeah.
who wrote what. It's
Yeah.
a secret
Which is
mystery.
a perfect segue to our secret portion of the thing. So Zoom, we're gonna stop recording. We're gonna play something that came up.
Stopped.
Yeah, recording stopped. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Synergy. So we found kind of like what you would have heard when you were listening to a song when you first came in the studio, like Ford or Ann on the piano telling you the song for the first time.
Yeah.
So we found a recording of one of those. So I want you guys to hear it. It's from a private collection, so we don't want to blast it on the internet. But yeah, we'll hear it, and you'll hear them making some comments about it too. And so then we'll play that one, and then we can talk about your version. And if we have time, we'll do another one. Would you? Yeah. One of the it's not on the CD. Okay, you can hear the clunky.
People who care, number one. People who care, people who share, people who give, so other people can live. Caring people, people who try, who open the sky and never say die. Very rare it's true, but I know one or two people just like you. People who care, all can help make a change. just a little, that should be performed by the rhythm, kind of like the Billy Joel song, Don't Go Changing Just to Please Me. Don't go changing to try and please me. I never tried to do hard. I think that gives you a little better understanding. It's hard to.
Okay, so that was pretty cool, right? That was an Anne or a Ford song.
It sounds like I would guess Anne, but I don't know. But it's Ford singing there, and then Anne is making the comment about the Billy Joel groove.
Okay, so do you guys want to hear, like, they would kind of be like a death match between two versions. Do you want to hear the other version? Okay. Yeah.
Because we're people who care.
Yeah. Do you care about this?
That's drum field, not piano field. Okay, here is People Who Care, number 2. All right, this one is kind of that big Barry Manilow backbeat feel, which I think you'll be able to tell. People who care are people who share, are people who give, so other people can live. People who care are people who dare, are people who strive, so other people survive. They can help to make a change, they can brighten up our world. People who care set people free, by helping people to see. People care, people try, they aim for the sky, and yes, they die. It's very rare, it's true, but I know one or two. People who care are people like you. People who care are people like you.
Okay, that was number 2. Which one did you think? Pretty cool, right? So your task as the young community is to go out and find all the versions of that, so we can hear all the second versions of all the songs.
I want to record that.
Yeah, so maybe Britta can record that for the next JemCon. She can record People Who Care number 2.
Britta's version.
Britta's version, yeah. Take it back. So we can hear the song we all know that Britta sings, or we could try another. You want to hear another track like that? Hear the alternate version of another jump track. We only have like 5 minutes left, so let's do that. Then we can play. Okay, cool. Raven says yes. We'll do it at the end. Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
Yeah.
All ready? Yeah.
Together, number 1. 1, 2, 2. We're taking the steps, making the moves, we're calling the shots, we're running the show, we're putting it all together, side by side, together, all right, together, standing tall, we're putting it all together, we're riding the switch as we go along, we're running great, we're going strong, we're putting it all together. Side by side, together, all right, together. Putting it all together. Number 2. 1, 2, 2. We're taking the steps, making the moves, putting it all together. We're calling the shots, running the show, putting it all together. Step outside together, standing tall together. Pull up right together, putting it all together. Pushing ahead, dressing it up, putting it all together. Turning it on, turning it up, putting it all together. Side by side together, standing tall together. Pull up right together, putting it all together. Side by side together, standing tall together. Pull up right together, putting it all, putting it all, putting it all together.
Oh, yeah. So if that was a Ford one, definitely, that's,
I guess.
okay, that's Britta's guess on that one. It must have been a Ford song.
The Fords were usually more the ones that were going da 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 da.
So had they chosen by the time it got to the recording?
But I guess what's
Yeah,
happening-
I'd never heard the alternate. I'd never heard that.
But it's interesting that it looks like they had a different approach with the lyrics. Because the lyrics changed between the two.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were given the lyrics, and I think they could sort of take some
Yeah,
lyrics.
so it's interesting to see, you know what, the original lyrics were, because I mean, one took something, the other one took something else, and I have the impression, I've been listening to these for a while, that one, I don't know which is which, but one would follow the lyrics more religiously. The other one would kind of go,
Yeah.
taking, you know, and mixing them up a little more.
Yeah, I'd like to ask Anne about that.
You're the only one she answered that.
I will ask
to,
her.
probably, yeah, she really likes it.
A message for it.
I haven't seen Ford since the 80s.
We are out of time almost. We're gonna play the trailer for the video because we didn't get to all the things that are on the CD. This is off Zoom. This is, JemCon only. We've sold over half of them. I know a lot of you are on the list. If you're on the list and you haven't gotten yours yet, we have those reserved. We have about maybe 20 more that would be available. So this is the trailer that those of you who were here Friday night saw, that those of you who come today probably haven't seen. So that's just kind of for the CD and for you people on Zoom to see, what's something you could get at JemCon. Maybe you have someone you know who's here who wants to buy one for you, which is also happening a little bit. So so we'll close with that. Thank you, Britta, so much.